Hello again. Mr. Rashavi here. Going to go through a couple just really expectations for discussion in this class. One thing you should know about Minnesota Studies is it's very discussion heavy. And you're going to have a discussion today really just to try to get to know each other anyways. And by each other, I mean your classmates. And so I just wanted to share a couple do's and don'ts about what we expect when we're engaging with each other online in Schoology via discussions. Okay. Let's start with the do's. So the things that we want you to do. First, the only reason we're really holding discussions in any capacity, even if it's in class, is we're trying to get to learn more about each other, right? Even if it's part of an assignment in which we've had you learn content, we've had you learn new stuff about Minnesota Studies, and we're having a discussion, that's the whole point. How do we learn more about how we think and why we think the way that we do? All right. We're going to spend a lot of time at this year because, in my opinion, this is a tough part of where we are at as a society in the United States. We have a very hard time disagreeing with each other right now. It's very divided. And so we're going to try to teach each other how we can really come together when we think about the discussions that we will have. All right. So we're really focusing again on making sure that you are really just trying to learn more specifically about what other people think. Okay. Another do, if I ask you to reply to someone else, meaning you put a post up there, but I really want you to try to look through other people's comments and see what they posted and reply to them. I want you to reply. This was a huge problem last year when we went to distance learning, partly because we just jumped into it. Because we know we're going to be using this technology all year long, even when we see each other in a couple weeks with the hybrid model, we really want you to get in the routine of replying to your classmates and be a part of the discussion, okay? So really focusing on going through and really trying to find what you have in common or what you might disagree with somebody, okay? That's what we're hoping to do, hoping that you do when you reply to a classmate. I also want to make sure that you understand what I mean when I say provide reasoning when responding to prompts or when you're commenting on other people's posts. Reasoning being, what about it? In other words, if you were to reply to someone and just say something like, I agree, and put submit, and that's your comment, it's not good enough. Why do you agree? Right? If you were to put, I agree because blah, 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 that's your reasoning. And that's what we're looking for. Okay. It's totally fine to agree with somebody. And you might be able to get away with that in casual conversation. But when we're doing it in Schoology, please make sure you're adding why you think a certain way, even if it is that you agree with somebody. Some do nots. Don't use foul language when responding or commenting. I don't think I have to go any further in explanation of what that means. I can see everything that you post, even if you delete it. So if you're trying to be funny and cute and you put a swear word and then delete it, I can still see that you put that word on there before. Because I'm the owner of the discussion, I'm the moderator of the class. That's the ability that Schoology gives me, okay? Second, don't include any acronyms that we are all familiar with on social media. Don't need to go into that as well. I'm not even going to give you an example of what they are because technically that would be using foul language. So really make sure that you're just being appropriate and responding the way that you normally would within a conversation. Another do not. Don't be mean. Don't put people down for their comments or their perspectives. This does not mean you can't disagree with them. It's okay to disagree. It's different to be mean about what you believe is right versus what they believe is right. So we're going to learn more about this as we go along in the course, but just a little heads up right now. Okay, so that's really where we're at as it comes to just these beginning discussion expectations and routines. Okay, so when you are going through today's discussion, all right, make sure that you are kind of following these as much as you can. It shouldn't be that hard considering all that I'm asking you to do today is really just focus on getting to know each other and telling us more about yourself. All right, have fun with it.